Happy Tuesday. We have survived another Monday. That was good. If somebody's walking down the hall, I like that. Good. Hopefully they're using their breath. It's sunny here. Hopefully it is sunny where you are as well. It is Taco Tuesday, in case you didn't know. And again, this is the last Tuesday of the month of April. It's still April, right? Yeah, March and April. They were really long months. So I'm looking forward to May, particularly May the 4th, because I love May the 4th be with you. We'll talk about that soon. Okay, so we're gonna do a little breathing, a little stretching, little just getting down to the earth again. So get down. All right, so everybody's just gonna sit up nice and tall. Again, we're thinking about the breath that we have. So as we get anxious, as we sit a lot, as we're hunched over, we have that tendency to not use our diaphragm for our breath. We tend to use the scaling muscles. We tend to do shallow breathing. So we really want to focus on that deep breathing. And again, I talk too much, so we talk about how much breath we can bring into all 5 lungs. So I liken this to, again, a shallow breath. So if you're only sipping the air, so you're only bringing in a very little bit of air and then you're blowing it out, it would kind of be, for those of you who like to drink coffee, where you would make a cup of coffee in the morning, let's say Monday morning, and then you just sip on it. And then you continue just to top off that cup of coffee for the whole week, never fully emptying it. And so that's kind of the same thing we do when we just sip in a little bit of air and then just blow that air out, versus bringing in a full breath of air, filling all 5 lung lobes in. So we inhale through our nose, nice and big. We retain it just for a moment, and then exhale that breath fully. Again, inhaling through the nose. Inhale nice and deep, thinking about how wide the breath can be. And exhaling fully. So I'm less concerned with the movement up and down of my shoulders. Rather, I'm thinking posterior lateral breath. So my breath is wide. I'm breathing into my ribcage. I inhale through my nose, expanding my ribs, allowing those lungs to fully inflate before I exhale and expel all the air. Remembering, again, inhaling, the only way you can feed your muscles and your organs is with oxygen-rich blood. So every breath you take, every breath we bring in, we be full of oxygen. The best way to do that, inhale deeply and exhale. Nice. One more like that. Inhaling nice and deep, relaxing the shoulders. And exhale. Lovely. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open my legs slightly, and I'm going to hinge forward ever so slightly. So I'm leaning into you, you're leaning into me. So now when I take my breath, I'm just going to drop my left shoulder towards the floor. My gaze is still lifted. I'm trying to breathe into my back. I'm going to exhale and round myself back up. I'm going to drop my right shoulder, breathing down, and back. Exhaling, rounding back up to center. Again, inhaling, I'm dropping down and thinking, could I breathe into my back? Could you? Inhaling and exhaling, rounding back. Again, on the right side. Inhaling. Inhale into your back ribs, separating those ribs ever so slightly. Exhale back up. We'll do one more each side. Inhaling, dropping down, relaxing the shoulders. My gaze is still forward. Exhale. Good, and one more. Inhaling. And exhaling. rounding back up. We're going to add a little bit of arm movement. So I'm going to bring my legs in just a little bit narrower. I'm going to reach my arms forward. So it's going to start little. I'm going to reach forward. And as I exhale, I'm pulling that air back in. Good. Inhaling, rounding. Exhale. I'm flowing my breath with my movement. Inhaling. Exhaling. As I do this, each movement, I'm feeling my fingertips reach away. I'm feeling my shoulders start to pull back. So I'm allowing the breath to move the body. It's not forced. I'm just doing what feels natural. Inhaling, rounding, exhaling, pulling back. You got it. Inhaling and exhaling. She figured it out. Yay. One more. Inhale and exhale. Bring it back in. Good. All right. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm still grounding my heels into the ground, the earth. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to reach my heel of my hand into the floor. So I'm reaching down, 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 down. I'm going to bring my shoulders up to my ears, in fact. I want you to see. So now we're really going to allow the shoulders to move. So I'm going to bring my shoulders up to my ears. I'm shrugging my shoulders. Inhaling and then exhale. Pushing the heel of the hands down. Again, I'm going to inhale. And now as I exhale, I'm going to bring my shoulders up to my ears. Hold it there. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to push my shoulders down to the floor. So you're shrugging your shoulders. Inhale, bringing those shoulders up to your ears. Go ahead, do it. I don't know. Good. And then press it right back down. Big shoulder movement. What's the question? What's the answer? I don't know. Shoulders up to your ears. There you go. And exhaling. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Shoulders up to the ears. Hold those shoulders up to the ears. And then we roll those shoulders down and back. I'm going to roll those shoulders around. So how big can your shoulder movement be? I don't know, Michelle. How big does it have to be? That's pretty big. Just a couple more here. Rounding the shoulders up and around. And one more. Nice big up and around. Good. And then go, oh yeah, she's got the hug on. She's like, I want it to be over. I want the hug, Michelle. Not quite yet. Okay. So I'm going to reach my right arm up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to angle it slightly. So I'm tilting slightly to stretch that right side. I'm thinking happy thoughts. Good. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to bring it back down. We'll do that 2 more times on this side. I'm going to inhale. I'm reaching that arm up, 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 up. And then add that little tilt. Really trying to stretch the side body. And again, I'm going to bring it down. This time as I reach up, I'm going to reach and stretch. And then I'm going to feel like the sun is over to the right, and I'm going to look to it slightly. So I'm twisting my rib cage slightly, looking up to the ceiling, getting a little bit more twist into those ribs, and then I'll bring it back to center and back down. Good. Same thing, left arm reaches straight up first, and then I'm going to add that tilt. So I'm tilting, I'm stretching, I'm breathing into my left side ribs. Good, and then I'll go ahead and bring it down. Again, I'm going to reach that arm up to the ceiling as if you had a question. I have a question. Here's the answer. Tilt it slightly. Breathing into that side, really expanding the intercostal muscles. So we're bringing breath into those muscles. Exhale, bring it back down. This time as I reach up, I stretch, and then the sun is over my left side, so I'm going to just turn to the sun. Oh, hello, Mr. Sun. Good. Relax in the shoulders. I still feel that nice big reach. Good. And then back through center, bringing it down. We're going to add the little side to side. So my right arm is going to reach up, and then I'm going to tilt to the side ever so slightly. I'm going to bring it back down. Left arm is going to reach up. And I'm going to bring it to the side. Tilting, breathing. Good. Exhaling, bring it back down. Good. Again, reaching up. And then lean, reach. Try to reach those fingertips a little bit closer to the ceiling, keeping the hip nice and heavy. And back down. Again, left arm reaches up. I tilt to the side. I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe. And back down. One more each time. Reaching it up. Good stretch. And then back down. And one more. Reaching up. And reaching over to the side. You got it, you got it, you got it. Good. And back down. I'm going to bring my legs a little bit closer together again. We're going to start with the little head gaze. So I want you to imagine that you have that clementine underneath your throat. So you're trying to keep your throat open. The first movement is just a change of your eyeballs. So I want you to go ahead and without your head changing position, you're just going to look to your right with your eyeballs. So I'm getting a little stretch in my eyeballs and pulling my abs in. I'm breathing. And then come back through center. I'm going to move my eyeballs to the left. Just look to the left. Stretching, 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 trying to see what's going on next to me or even behind me. And back through center. Again, eyeballs to the right. Stretch, 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 stretch. The eyeballs. And then back through center. The garbage man is here. And then again, to the left. I can see the garbage man. I can see him. Yep. He's got a mask on. That's good. And then back through center. One more each side. Look to your right. The eyeballs are moving. Nothing more than the eyeballs in my mouth. That moves a lot. And back through center. Last time. Go ahead and look to the left. Try to see that garbage man. Can you see him? No, you probably can't. That's okay. And back to center. I'm going to add a little bit of movement. I start with my eyeballs looking to the right, and then I'm going to move my chin towards my shoulder. The crown of my head is reaching up. I'm trying to get tall. I'm inhaling and exhaling. Again, go ahead and bring that gaze back to center. I start with my gaze looking to the left with my eyeballs, and then I move my chin to my shoulder. I'm looking tall. And again, bringing it back through center. Start with your eyeballs. Look to your right. What's over there? Move your chin towards your shoulder to see. Oh, yes, I see. And then back through center. Again, last time, looking to your left with your eyeballs. I look. My chin follows to my shoulder. Good. And then again, I'll go ahead and I'll bring it back. Before I add the big twist, I'm going to add the ear dropping to my shoulder. So my left ear is going to drop to my left shoulder. Not a lot of movement there. Oh, Michelle, why not? You didn't sleep very well, did you? Well, I tossed and turned. Did you toss and turn at all? Maybe not. All right, I'm going to bring it back up. Maybe I need help. That's okay. I'm going to drop my right ear to my right shoulder. Now, instead of just dropping, I'm thinking about reaching the crown of my head away. So it's almost a lift and then a tilt. Good. I'm going to bring it back up through center. Good. This time again, reach up slightly, left ear to left shoulder. Your gaze is on me. So I'm not looking down yet. That's going to come in just a second. I keep reaching, thinking how much can the crown of my head move to the left side of the room. And then again, bringing the head back up. Last time, gaze stays forward, right ear drops to the right shoulder. Just get that nice stretch. Good. And then we'll go ahead, inhale. Exhale, bring it back up. All right, now I'm going to add a little change of the gaze. So the left ear comes to the left shoulder. I'm going to drop my right arm slightly to get a little deeper into that stretch. And then I'm going to look down towards my left knee, just a little bit, just enough to get a stretch there. So I'm looking down slightly. And then I'm going to switch my gaze, I'm gonna look up just a little bit, maybe towards the top of your screen, not to your ceiling, but up ever so slightly. Inhale, exhale. I want you to go ahead again, look down towards your left knee. A little change, just a little bit, just enough to change the stretch out of that sternocleidomastoid. And then ever so slightly looking up, just a bit, not tilting the head back, just changing the gaze to change the stretch in that right shoulder. There's lettuce. Good. Go ahead, look straight ahead, and then bring your head back up. Now we're going to take that right ear to the right shoulder. I'm pressing my left arm down ever so slightly to get a bigger stretch. Your gaze is at me. My gaze is at you. Inhaling, exhaling through the mouth. Good. Changing your gaze. You're going to look down towards your right knee ever so slightly. I'm reaching, trying to get a little bit deeper stretch. Good. Nice, easy breath. I'm going to change the gaze. So I'm going to start to look up just a little bit, not back, just changing the angle at which I stretch my neck muscles. I'm inhaling and exhaling. Good. Again, I'm going to change the angle. I'm going to look down towards my left knee. I'm sorry, my right knee. Just beyond it. Getting a little deeper into the stretch. Maybe I press that left arm a little further away. Inhaling. And exhaling. And again, I look up ever so slightly. So I'm still looking at you. You're still looking at me. I'm just changing my gaze slightly to change the angle at which I get my neck muscles. Good. And then again, I'm going to just bring it forward. So I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. And then I'll go ahead and bring my head back up. Good. I'm going to roll my shoulders up and around. So inhaling up and around. And exhaling. Good. Again, inhaling up and around. And one more like that. Inhaling up and around. Good. I'm going to let my legs come out a little wider again. So as I inhale, I have my hands resting on my thighs. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop my right shoulder down. I inhale, dropping down. Ooh, got a pop in my back. Thank you. I breathe into my back. And I exhale. I round myself back up. My left arm comes down. I inhale. My gaze is still forward. I still see you. You still see me. And I exhale, rounding back. I'm trying to push the breath into my back. Inhaling, dropping down. Exhaling. Good. Again, inhaling, dropping that left shoulder down. My gaze is at you. Breathe into that back body and exhale. Good. Again, last time, dropping that right shoulder down. Inhaling. Back body, back body, back body. Exhaling. Good. And again, dropping that shoulder. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. I'm going to bring my legs a little bit closer together again. I'm going to inhale, reaching forward. So now we're starting to get maybe a little more warmed up, a little more breathy. Reaching those arms out and around. I inhale, I reach forward. Like I want to hug you. Exhale. So I'm letting the breath dictate the motion. Inhaling. And exhaling. You know me, I like to add the expression of my head. So I inhale forward. I'm dropping slightly. I exhale. I'm in control, but I'm definitely working the muscles with the breath to get a little bit more movement. My spine is starting to respond. It's thinking happy thoughts. Good. Inhaling round. Exhaling. Good. Just a couple more here. Inhaling. And exhale, pulling it back and in. Oh, nice. And one more. Could I encourage you to maybe, could you get the same sensation as if you yawn? So, reaching back in. Nice. Go ahead and we're just going to roll those shoulders again. Up and around. We got this. And one more, up and around. This time we're gonna reach that right arm towards the ceiling. So I'm inhaling, I'm reaching up. I'm gonna exhale, I'm gonna tilt to the side ever so slightly. Now I can start to add that left arm to reach across, increasing the stretch. I'm gonna bring it back in. We're gonna do 2 more here. I'm gonna inhale, I reach up, get nice and tall. Reach that left arm across the body to add a little bit of more something, something. You got it. And back down. One more this side. I reach up. I pull my abs in. Now, remember, the sun is over here, so I'm going to tilt and look slightly at the sun to increase the stretch. Oh, it's so good. Good. And then back through center and back up. I'm going to take that left arm towards the ceiling. Now I get to reach my right arm across my body to get a little deeper into that stretch, making it a little bigger, a little more fabulous, a little more airy. Bring it back down. Again, I'm going to inhale. I reach that left arm up. I reach my right arm across my body, and I stretch. I breathe into that side body. And I exhale, I bring it back. One more like that. Inhale, reaching up, reaching the right arm across. Get that nice big stretch. And then I'm just going to gaze towards the ceiling. There's the sun. It's over there. I'm looking at the sun. Hello, sun. Good. And then I'll go ahead and I'm going to bring it back down. Again, sitting up nice and tall. I let my eyeballs do the movement. I'm going to look just to the right with my eyeballs. And then I'm going to add the chin. Turning. My gaze is lifted. I'm not looking down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring my gaze back forward. Again, my eyes move to the left first. Then my chin follows. I get nice and tall. Good. And then back through center. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of a twist. So I'm going to take my left hand outside of my right knee. My eyes go first. I look to my right. Then my chin follows, and then I'm going to press my left arm into my right leg and start to look over my right shoulder. What's going on behind me? My gaze is lifted. I'm not looking down. I'm looking up. Inhaling with the twist, and then exhale. We're going to stay on this side. Look with your eyeballs to the right. Your chin follows. Press with your left arm to help twist you behind your gaze. You're looking behind you. Inhaling. Exhale. Good. One more nice big inhale here. Inhaling. Exhaling, coming back through center. And one more on this side. Eyes go first. Nose, chin, follow. And then press and get tall. Twist tall, 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 tall. Looking over your right shoulder. And then unwind. Good. I'm going to look to the left with my eyeballs. I see you leaving. I'm going to let your chin follow to your shoulder. You're just gazing. Good. And then back through center. We're going to add the movement of the body twist. My eyes go first. My chin follows. I take my right hand outside of my left knee, and then I twist a little taller, looking over my left shoulder. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Good. Again, eyeballs first. I look to my left. My chin follows. I press with my right arm. I twist myself nice and tall, looking over my shoulder. Look up, not down. Inhaling. Exhale, let's come back through center. One more. Let's make it big and fabulous. Nice and tall. Eyes go first. Chin follows. And then go ahead and twist. Nice and big. Nice and big. Looking over your shoulder. Pull the abs in. Don't look down. And then go ahead and unwind back through center. Sit up nice and tall. I'm going to draw my arms down. My heel of my hands are pressing down. I'm bringing my legs in a little bit. I'm going to drop my right ear to my right shoulder. Good. Your gaze is at me, my gaze is at you. I'll go ahead and carefully bring my head back up. Again, inhale, drop my left ear to my left shoulder. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the abs in, get a stretch. Good. And then back up through center. We're going to add a little bit of a roll. So I'm going to drop my right ear to my right shoulder. My gaze is forward and down. I'm not going to put my head backwards. I'm reaching the crown of my head towards the screen as I start to look down towards the floor, looking down at my belly button. I'm moving my gaze from my right leg over to my left leg. And then my left ear is going to come to my left shoulder. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. Hi. Good. Again, keeping the crown of my head reaching towards the screen. I'm going to start to drop my chin slightly, reaching. I'm looking just beyond my left knee. I'm looking just in between my legs at my toes. And then I move my gaze just in front of my right knee. So my gaze is out here a little bit. And then it's going to come back and look at you. You look at me. Hi. One more time. We'll go ahead. And again, the gaze is just beyond the knee. So I'm not looking straight down. I'm trying to lengthen all of my neck muscles, right? I'm getting a stretch. That's what it's all about. Good. I'm going to go ahead. My left ear comes to my left shoulder. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. And last time. Keep the crown of the head stretching away. I'm bringing my gaze down, just in front of my legs, just in front of my legs, just in front. Good. Good. My gaze is at you, your gaze is at me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help my head come back up. Good. I'm going to roll my shoulders. I'm going to roll my shoulders. And one more time. I'm going to roll those shoulders. Good. All right, we're going to add a little bit of a flowy movement. I want to separate my legs a little bit more to give me a little bit more stability. My right arm is going to reach up to where the ceiling and the wall meet, and then I'm going to draw that arm back down. I'm reaching it up, inhaling, exhaling, flowing down. Good. Inhaling up, exhaling, rounding. So add a little bit more movement of the body. The torso is flowing with it. Good. Reaching up. Exhale down. One more nice big inhale. Reaching up. And exhale back down. Good. Bring it back. We'll sit up nice and tall. Take that left arm. I'm reaching up. Reaching up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then exhale, flowing it down. So each movement, I bring that arm a little bit more off to the right. So I'm crossing it a little bit more. Good. Reaching up. Breathing into my back body. This is all about the breath, right? Inhaling, nice and wide. Exhaling. Again, inhaling and exhaling. One more. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Let's switch the side. We're going to do 4 on our right. I reach up. I inhale. I exhale. Big. Make it big. Inhale. Draw the arm up. Exhale. Reach it far. Good. Inhale. Reaching up and over. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming back through center. Again, could you have the inhale be the whole movement up and then the exhale be the whole movement back? So I inhale, I reach, I exhale. Inhale, reaching up and away. Exhale. My fingertips are drawing away from me to create more space, more length. One more. And exhale. Good. Go ahead. We walk those legs back together. I'm going to draw my arms down to my side body. I'm going to inhale, reaching those arms up to the ceiling. My gaze will follow my hands. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to blow it out. Each movement, I'm trying to move my arms a little bit wider. Inhaling, reaching up. I see my hands. I exhale. I blow it out. Good. 2 more like that. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, blowing it out. And one more nice big juicy inhale. And exhale, blowing it out. All right, I'm gonna reach my arms up again. This time I'm gonna grab my right wrist with my left hand. Right wrist, left hand. And then I'm gonna pull myself off to the left. My gaze is at you, your gaze is at me. My shoulders are down and relaxed. I am literally pulling myself over. So my right arm is straight, my left arm will have a slight bend. I'm gonna try and get my arms to where my ears are, right? I'm trying not to collapse forward. I'm breathing. All about the breath here. I'm gonna exhale, bring it back up. I'm gonna reach my left wrist with my right hand, and I'm gonna pull myself off to my right. I relax my shoulders. I think happy thoughts. I don't pull myself out of my chair. That would be bad. I inhale, and I exhale. Relax in the shoulders. One more. Inhale, really pulling your ribs apart in a good way. Just stretching those muscles in between each of the ribs. And then exhale, good. Reaching down. Let's add just a little bit of a twist. So I'm gonna have my hands right at my rib cage, and I'm just gonna lead with my obliques. I'm gonna inhale, nice and wide. I'm gonna exhale, back through center. I'm gonna inhale, twisting, staying tall. I'm gonna exhale, back through center. Good. Inhale, get tall, 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 twisting. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, back through center. One more. Inhaling, get tall. Exhaling, through center. Last time. Inhaling, and exhaling. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those arms nice and wide. We're going to just twist a little bit bigger. Inhaling, exhaling back through center. Inhale, twist, get tall. Exhale, back through center. 2 more breaths. Inhale, twist, twist, twist. Exhale, back through center. Again, inhale, get nice and tall. So much oxygen, so good for your brain, so good for your muscles, so good for your organs. With a twist to the spine, Michelle, that input is just amazing for our central nervous system. I know. Exhale, last one. Inhale, reach, twist. Exhale, back through center. Good. Let's go ahead. You can separate your legs just a little bit. I'm just going to roll my shoulders. You can roll your shoulders. I have this feeling that it's almost done. I know, I'm so sorry, but that's right. Tomorrow will work out. It'll be awesome. We'll use this breath pattern because we're so good at breathing now. Go ahead and reach your arms nice and wide. Reach, 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 reach. Think about how much you can breathe in. Oh. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna take your left arm over your right arm. Give yourself a nice big hug. Hang on to yourself. Give yourself that nice squeeze. Good. Using your diaphragmatic breath, you're gonna roll those shoulders as you inhale up. Exhaling down and around. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. One more nice big inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's go ahead and reach those arms away from you. Stretch, 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 stretch. Take that right arm over the left arm. Give yourself that nice big squeeze, hanging on tight. We got this. Let's go ahead and bring those shoulders up and around as we inhale. Exhale down and back. Inhale, reaching up and around. Exhale down and back. One more. Inhaling nice and big. And exhaling down and back. Good. Let's go ahead and give yourself that extra little squeeze. Give yourself a pat on the back. And we know you are no longer full of hot air, but you're full of air. You did it! Woo! Good job, ladies and gentlemen. It's lovely. So tomorrow, we're going to do a lot of fun stuff with a deeper breath pattern, because now you know how to breathe deeply. Your back is super expandy and stretchy. I think that tomorrow will be superheroes. That's what I'm thinking, Kayla. Tomorrow is superhero day. What do you think?
Are you going to be Wonder Woman?
I might be.
Shelly says, thanks, Michelle.
Yay! What else is happening today?
At 10:30, we're going to start our mad game of bingo. So
I
10:30
love bingo.
What'd you say?
I love bingo.
Well, get your card and hang out with us.
All right, let me go ask Amanda.